Welcome to another weekend on the bus. It's such a nice day today. I think after last week just felt a little bit flat. We were doing stuff, we weren't doing stuff. It didn't really feel like we were necessarily making huge amounts of progress, but today I think is going to be our day. That is because we have a long list of big boy and girl jobs to try and get done today. We want to finish everything that we kind of started. So we are replacing the bulbs in the rear lights so that we can pass the MOT and double checking all the wiring and things. We are going to redo all the seals on the Max van so we can 100% say that the roof and the windows are all watertight. We are going to, very excitingly, permanently fix all of the solar power wires and electrics down to the battery so that that is all done properly, and again the solar panels can work and charge the battery. Fantastic. And I feel like there was something else on our list of things we needed to do. Lights, battery, water tightness, can't remember. There was, oh, water tank. Oh, water tank. Clearly I've traumatically cleared that from my mind. The new water tank has arrived, or water waste tank. We're going to put all of the fittings, old fittings, onto the waste tank. We're going to install the waste tank and we're going to be done with that and know that it works. And I've got a couple of little other surprises that I want to kind of do today if we have the chance. The weather seems to be on our side. Sunny, hopefully not too hot, no chance of rain. We're starting early, so fingers crossed that we get everything done today that we want to get done. The reason that we're rushing to do it today is because in a couple of days time we're taking Betty on a road trip because she needs to go and get her MOT done, and I've decided that I want to take it back to the place that did it last year for her, but that's up in Leicester where I bought her from. So we decided to do a sort of overnight road trip. Overnight, we're just going to go up and back in a day, but it's about 3 hours each way to hopefully get her MOT. Hopefully she'll pass. And also to do that we need to do a little bit of tidying up. Don't know if you can see back here, but it's kind of everything everywhere. She doesn't really look like a camper van. So yes, we're going to do some tidying up and get ready for our road trip in a couple of days time. So there's a lot going on today. As per usual, nothing is ever easy because of course we need to turn the bus on to check out all the lights and things, and she's dead because we haven't driven her in a bit and we did a lot of turning on and off last time. So hopefully it's the little Mercedes to the rescue, and let's hope that we can get her started. We're ready, we started it first time. Good job, little Mercedes. Woohoo!
A show of all lights, okay?
Okay, what's your diagnosis, Jerry?
We are good to go.
Woohoo!
No wiring required, all lights working at the back.
Yes! It's a win for today already, we'll take it. Lighting. Hello, receiving.
Has anything happened?
Yeah, I think you've put the brake on.
Oh, well, I wish you'd tell me, that was the whole point of it. Is the brake off?
Yes. Brake on.
Good.
Hazards off. Left indicator on. Right indicator on. Brakes?
No, there's no brake on.
Okay, I don't know what those lights are. Is that fog lights or?
Is the fog light on? Alright.
Yes.
If the light comes on, say something.
Yeah, I know, I just didn't know what those lights were for.
Okay, well, if you don't know what it's for, just say a light has come on.
Okay, well, I think your fog light's on now.
Has it gone out?
That fog light has gone out.
Oh, right, okay, thank you.
Why does this feel like a school test? Nothing looks like it's changing to me. Oh, brakes are on? Brakes are off. White lights have come on.
Reversing lights.
Reversing lights are on. We have the old tank, we have the new tank, which we are getting our fittings onto. So we're just about to we've made the hole, we're going to put the drain fitting, that's our breather, and then we need to put the out, or the in, that's the water out. We need to put the water in, that's our breather, then it goes back on the bus, hopefully. This is what happens when you work in a car park, because lovely people all around, and of course we literally just didn't have one of the correct tools that we needed, but we noticed that this lovely man with his property maintenance vehicle was behind us, and we went to ask him if he had the right tool, and he did, and he helped us, and that is just so lovely. And that's why I love where I live, but also get out in nature, meet people, do a ridiculous project in a car park, because everyone stops to say hi, everyone's got questions, everyone's got tips and tricks and help, and people genuinely are most of the time really, really nice. Okay, we have got the tank up, we've got the bolts on, and it was definitely hard work. Jerry was inspired, and we put longer bolts in to get it in the right places before we put the shorter bolts on. I don't have very good footage of it because there was 2 of us under there holding it and doing stuff. Jerry's just tightening them all now, but we knew it was going to be hard. It was, but we've managed it, and it hasn't taken us that long, so I'd say that's still a win. And there we go, we have a fully functional wastewater tank with the drain in the right place, the level sensors in the right place, it's all hooked up, breather on top, and the inlet at the other end. So that is one more job ticked off for today. We are absolutely flying today.
Pretty good.
There we go, that'll be good. So we've just added in a second support post, just because for the moment we need something to hang our solar charger off of. And obviously at the moment, because we're not doing all of the electrical, we want to hook this up to make sure it works and to make sure we've got full batteries, but not permanently put everything in because we haven't quite figured out the layout of everything. So this is a sort of, we're doing a good job, but we appreciate it's also going to be a temporary job, that it might, change. I also just want to note that the ottoman bed is very much doing its thing as we are having to work in the back of the bus, and it's very helpful to be able to flip the bed up and have space for both of us to sit in here and work. So that was a very good idea of mine, and then execution of Jerry's. It's also kind of nice to have like all of the bits that have come in boxes as materials, that we're starting to take them out the boxes and actually kind of mount them and things.
Yes, I agree. I do agree, 100%.
Yeah.
And it is exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah. It makes me like feel like we're like making progress, even though I know we are, but is the drill going the right way?
Yes.
Well,
it is now.
It's my favourite question to ask, because it's usually not when I'm holding it.
Right, I need your help.
Do you need me on that side?
No, definitely where you are.
Oh, do you want me to hold it up in place?
Exactly. Just hold it there. So, no, I can't have your hands here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the head's big enough, or we should have put a washer on it, see?
Yeah.
I just won't do it this time. It is temporary, that's what we've been saying all along.
Yeah. feel like it's going anywhere.
Right, and the other two aren't even in fully, but because... Right,
Yeah.
so...
Good.
Now the really mega thing about what we're doing
Yeah.
is the fuse box is on. So if we touch these together,
Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing, Jerry? If we flip the switch.
This is the fuse box, and if I turn the fuse on,
Yep.
a light on here should come up,
Yep.
and we're doing everything correctly. So shall I?
Yes, flip it.
No light.
Oh.
Might take time to come through. Why hasn't the light come on?
I don't know. Definitely came on last time. That was an anticlimax.
That was.
Well, after what was about, probably an hour of taking apart kind of everything that we just did to try and figure out where the issue was with the wiring for the solar panel, we realised eventually that it was the extension wires that I'd put in a bit earlier. The connectors on them just weren't very good. Luckily I had a set of connectors, and I think they're MC4 connectors. So I just did whole new wires with new connectors, and now it seems to be working. We're just wiring the fuse box back in, and then hopefully that'll be that job done. It was all going so well, and yeah, but it is going well again, and it all works. And then we're gonna hook the second battery up as well, which is also very exciting. Good morning, everybody. It is 6:30 in the morning. That's why I have bags under my eyes. And we are in Betty. Jerry, give us a wave. Yay! Lemon's also down there as well, obviously. The dastardly trio. It's 6:30 in the morning. We are stuck in London traffic because we are heading out of town. Today is Betty's MOT, and as most of you are probably thinking, surely you could have had Betty MOT'd close to your house, and I'm sure I could have, but one, I live in London, and especially in the area that I live in, everything's very expensive. And the other thing also is that I really liked the place that she got MOT'd last year up in Leicester, a great place called Summerland Commercials. They were so good to me last year, and when I rang them up, they fit me in right away. They remembered Betty. And also, one of the things that we were a bit concerned about is that to pass a camper van MOT, you need to have certain specific items in your camper van that make it a camper van. And those things are a fixed bed, a fixed cooking unit, and a fixed table and chairs. And if you guys have been watching along, you will know we do not have those things at the moment. However, we do have a fixed bed. But I did speak to the lovely people at Summerland, and they assured me that because she has a fixed bed and she passed the camper van MOT last year and they did it, they were fine to do her as a camper van again this year. So another reason for us to drive north and head up to Leicester. So it's 6:30, we're stuck in traffic, but we are headed the 2 and a bit hours up to Leicester. And I'm looking quite forward to it. One, because it's nice to see them and they're lovely, and two, because we're going to a place called Melton Mowbray, and it's a really lovely little town. It's got the most amazing pub, so we're going for a nice lunch, and a nice little kind of market square. It's just a genuinely nice place. So what a lovely thing to do, what a lovely road trip to take. And hopefully Betty passes her MOT, and then we are, you know, roadworthy again, and we can go and get materials and do whatever we need. So the only thing annoying is obviously because driving Betty kind of through the outskirts of London does mean that I have to pay ULEZ. If you're not from the UK, it's a bit like a sort of tax or a surcharge that you have to pay for vehicles that are older than a certain year because of like emissions and things. So it's £12.50 per day. So I just always have to remember to pay that if I'm bringing Betty kind of into London, basically within the M25, for those of you who know UK motorways. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. We're excited for a road trip. Are we excited for a road trip, gang? No.
Ecstatic.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh no, Jerry's already asleep. My co-pilot's already asleep. But yeah, there we go. So we will catch you guys when we get to Melton Mowbray. Betty has arrived in Melton Mowbray. She was a star, no issues. And we are at Summerland MOT Centre, our favourite place. And this looks a bit different from where we were last year because they have now changed locations. But we have dropped her off and we are now going to go and hang out and do some jobs in Melton Mowbray and hopefully get the call that she's passed and that everything's fine. Yeah? Oh, would that be okay? So cool. I've never seen... No. Look at Betty. Way, we did a good job. I know, because we did a good job. She'd be stupid enough to as well. Ah, Betty Bass. So unfortunately, it's not quite the news that we hoped for. She did not pass the MOT. She's got, I think, about 3 issues. There's like a shock absorber, a couple of things to do with brakes that need tightening up, something about an anti-roll bar, something. I will actually get the actual report, but essentially they've costed it out, and with the cost of the MOT and things, it's going to be about £450. So I've said go ahead and do that, but it does mean that now Jerry, Lemon and I are going to be hanging out at a pub in Melton Mowbray all day, because it's likely that they're ordering the parts now. They're going to strip everything down today. Hopefully the parts will come this afternoon and then they can get her ready for us, and hopefully it'll be ready by 6 o'clock. They close at 6 o'clock, so hopefully it'll be ready by 6 o'clock. And then of course we will drive home in full traffic, but I do have to be at work tomorrow morning back in London, so let's really cross our fingers that this can all get done today. Not necessarily the answer we were hoping for. I was really hoping that she would have sailed through and we'd be on our way home now, but on the other hand, would rather have her be, you know, mechanically, structurally sound. None of the things that we were working on or that we have touched have, you know, were any of the issues, and these are things that I don't think we would have really been able to foresee, because we can't really get up under her and we're not mechanics. So yeah, just want her to be happy and healthy. So yeah, so we're gonna head off to a pub for the next few hours. I've brought all my work stuff with me, so I'll work. And yeah, I will keep you guys posted on when we get the next update. We are back in Betty and we have passed the MOT for the second time. So just very quickly, what happened? What did we have to have done? Handbrake adjustment, £32.50. Replace of shock, £195. The part itself was £85. Oh, apparently that's all I had done. Apparently we didn't get the anti-roll bar, pin or bush.
That was an advisory.
That was an advisory. Repair immediately. Service brake efficiency below requirement. Parking brake efficiency below requirement. Shock absorber has serious fluid leak. Parking brake lever has excessive movement, indicating incorrect adjustment. So basically they just adjusted the brakes and put a new shock absorber on.
Well,
I mean, that's not too bad, is it? That's could have been way worse. Total of $422.90. We'll take that. And we're back on the road. We left London at 6:30 this morning. It is now, what time is it now?
5:35, so
5:35.
11 hours later.
11 hours later, we are about to leave Melton Mowbray. So we are very happy to be fully MOT'd and hitting the road. So we'll leave you there and maybe catch you back in London.